Hello everyone, just a quick update. Here's the solar panels. I believe these are SunPowered. They're called Elfland SP22s. They're 100. They come in two panels. So the other panels outside we're testing with that. I'll show you that in a moment. This panel, so it's 160 watts when they're both wired in parallel, which is positive to positive and negative to negative. I believe that's the way to say that. And that gives us 160 watts, which is what we have with both panels. Okay, so please confirm for yourself. Just look up the Elfland 160 watt panels. We bought them on eBay for around $225. They change in price. There's a lot of different prices for these. So I think they're the SunPowers. I think they're the monocrystalline, which does better in low light. Here's the scooter, the M365. So we want to somehow connect these panels to the scooter, and let's go outside and see what we have for for our test, because I just see if there's any sunlight left. There was a little bit of sunlight, and now I don't know if there is any left. Okay, not much. Not much sunlight left. Yeah, we're losing our light. We have no light here. Okay, so anyway, when the sun was hitting this panel, we were getting the 41.5 volts approximately, 41.6. This is the Jenison Boost charge controller. We just got this in today, and this checks for voltage fluctuations and power fluctuations 15 times per second. So we're going to use this to charge the battery on the scooter, which is a lithium battery. The scooter is the M365, the Xiaomi Mijia M365 scooter. We have two of these panels, which produce 160 watts total. I've tested that. It's 157 watts total. I haven't tested it through this though. I just tested the one through this, and it was with very little sunlight. And this is just moments ago before I started recording. With very little sunlight and with this connected, just the one panel, I was getting the voltage, and my amperage was at half an amp. So I've already tested these panels in direct sunlight, and they were giving me 157 watts. They were giving me 8 amps at 19 volts. So that's our numbers that we need. That's 150. I believe it's 157 watts when you multiply amps times volts. So this is what we're going to use to charge the batteries on the scooter. It's the Gen A Sun. So when I forget the name, I just think, the way I remember it, I think generate a sun. And I'm like, yeah, generate a sun, Jenison. That's how I remember the name of it. So this is the one we're using, and it gives you some specifications there. Operating voltage range of the photovoltaic panels is 0 to 60 volts max. Input max 8 amps at short current. Voltage range of the panels, let's see, max battery charge voltage range. Oh, okay, 9.5 volts to 41.7 volts. Max input current, 15 amps. Okay, so it gives some specifications there. This is very small. I mean, if you can see my hand here, it's very small, which is nice. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what we had, and I'll do some testing in the daytime to show you, as well, what the power being produced is, but this at least lets you know the equipment we're going to be using. And I still need to see if I have to run a separate battery management system to hook this into to keep my battery balanced. There's a woman, and I'm going to make a playlist on her. Her name is Marissa, and I don't know if her last name's like Moeller. I have to look it up again. But her first name's Marissa, and if you look on YouTube, you just it's woman, I think they call her, sometimes some of the titles of the videos are like woman crosses country on an electric bike, solar powered bike or something like that. But her name's Marissa, and she used, it looked like she's using 2 of these, 2 solar panels, so she had 1 of these hooked up to each solar panel, and then these were going directly to her lithium battery, which actually is the same voltage as the battery that I'm using. It's a 36 volt lithium battery, which means you want to put in 41.7 volts is fully charged, and then she was able to use that to provide 60 to 70% of the energy to move the bicycle, and she provided the remainder 30 to 40%. And I'm getting these numbers from watching her videos and from her telling this, herself in her own words. Because some people write in the comments, oh, she was only, using the solar panels to provide 40% of the energy. But she, in her own words, said that she was getting 60 to 70% of the energy from the solar panels, and she can go all day without end with that, as long as the sun's shining. And like I was saying before, the monocrystalline cells, they do well in overcast days and in cloudy days. So these cells are going to give more power compared to the older cells, the older style cells, which are I think it's called polycrystalline. So the newer, if I understand correctly, is monocrystalline. Okay, so alright, that's it for this video, just a quick update, and I'll keep making more videos on just keeping you updated on the progress. And so on this, one thing I'm looking into is, do I need to plug in, from what I was saying, what I was reading and understanding about her journey, Marissa's journey with her solar powered bicycle, is that she was, that she was able to use, it looked like she was hooking these directly into her battery. She called it, she called it toggling into the battery, where the charge port of the battery. And so if that's the case, I feel like I should be able to do that as well. Now, I know the scooter has its own battery management system when you're charging it through the the regular charger that came with the scooter. So I don't know how it's going to work when I plug this into the battery, or if it depends on how I hook it into the battery. So if you have any ideas on that, please do share in the comments. You can also write us at truezeroemissions.org. And we look forward to hearing from you. So please like, subscribe, and comment, and share your ideas about how we can improve this, and also what you think about it, if it's positive. We want positive thoughts. We need those, because they cause inspiration. And inspiration is what this project is powered by, in part. Okay, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.